today I am showing you the fastest ways you can make money in GTA 5 Online right now. Now everything I'm about to show you is 100% solo. That means no worries at all. It's gonna get easy peasy lemon squeezy type of money we're about to show you. So bada boom, bada bing, let's jump right into this. Now the first money method I love so much. I made probably close to $13 million so far in GTA 5 Online with it. It's the auto shop. Now I'm gonna do the Union Depository contract. When this is double money and RP, or may I say triple money and RP on this, my heart flutters. It could be underlying condition I have. We're not going to talk about that, but I go straight to Hustler for the best weapons for this mission right here. The reason why I love this thing so much because it pays out tremendously, especially when it's double money and RP on this. You're going to make a lot of money, that I can tell you. So we're going to start off this mission here with low blood pressure. Towards the end of the mission, we'll be looking at the pearly gates, am I right? So we're going to start this mission out here, pretty excited. You always, of course, can do any of these missions here. I'm going to show you with a friend if you chose to do so. So bada boom, bada bing. First things first, I need to get my car. Now my car smells like Cheetos. Why? I don't know. Could be because of my triple chin, but nobody's gonna talk about that. My tremendous car right here is armored. Now there's two ways to go through this whole little heist right here. You can go there silent and sneaky, or then you can start throwing hands. Me personally, if you want to do it a lot faster, throw some hands. Also, this guy here, he can't drive. And when I say throwing hands, right here, you just bring out your gun and they start going crazy. They're like, wow, you ever hit a hornet's nest and they all come after you? I got stuck in the cheek one day by a gosh darn beat and it flew away. Now, speaking of flying right there, watch me in this guard right here. We're about to go to Cloud 9. I don't know what that even means. Rockstar, if you're watching, watch this right here. Why are we both flying? I don't understand this, but then again, I don't care because GTA 6 is coming out pretty darn soon. So bada boom, bada bing, time to take the elevator downstairs to the vault. Now, if you don't know, this mission is glitched. There's a lot of glitches that are gonna pop up in this thing here. Watch out for this door. Sometimes it can hit you right across the double chin. So I'm gonna get in this place here. I'm feeling good in the neighborhood. The blood pressure is somewhat Gucci. Surprised I'm not wearing gloves because they can trace my fingerprints. Then again, I have fat pudgy fingerprints, so you can't really trace them. So right now, I gotta get myself the gold, right? We need to get ourselves some gold. Just know this, when you start picking up all the gold right here in the gosh darn vault, you start running like me. Also, this is the enhanced version of GTA Online. Why does my gold look that ugly? Rockstar, what is this? It looks like I'm collecting frozen dog poop off the street. Rockstar, I understand. I thought this game was enhanced. I can tell you the truth, it's not so enhanced when you think about it. So right now I'm going to scoop up the rest of the gold right here. Now right here, I'm going to become very slow. Now you're saying sub-dub. I know, you're pretty slow. No, very slow moving wise. Now you got to watch out here. Outside this door, you might find yourself a couple NPCs. There's a guy, there's a guy waiting over here in the elevator for you. I think he's a ghost. He disappears. Like, no jokes. This guy in this elevator right here, watch this. He's gonna disappear. I don't know what's going on in this game. This game is supposed to be enhanced. Look, it disappeared. This game's a glitch. So here comes a fuzz and a high blood pressure to come with. So now we're out and about. There might be a couple NPCs popping up right here. So always be alert. I'm actually gonna do some first person mode because why not? As you can see here, I'm getting a little scared and prepared because right here, usually NPCs will spawn in this hallway. For some odd reason, they're not. This game again is glitched. So always be alert right there because these NPCs in this mission, Rockstar, they don't miss. I tell you, they hit every shot. Make sure you have armor and snacks, maybe some water. Somebody told me yesterday I have an accent. I'm like, I have an accent? If you think I have an accent, drop in the comments below. Frog, and I'll heart every one of those comments because ribbit. Now, as you can see here, I'm trying to be somewhat careful. I don't know what I'm doing right here because I can't see through the fire and flames. What a good song, right? But I'm keeping myself somewhat alert because there's NPCs lurking through these flames and this smoke. There's also a guy over here. Listen, he's trying to get a cheap shot on. This guy over here doesn't want to get night-nighted. Like, listen, he's still over there. I'm like, dude, all right, is this guy night-nighted? I just got a little sick right there. Maybe I just have dip. Dude, miss every shot. I missed every shot. I don't know what I was hitting, but eventually you got night-nighted. Now you gotta watch out for a 6, right? There's NPCs coming through the other side of the garage. Trust me, they're not gonna miss you. This guy over here has the audacity to swipe a credit card through my fat neck over here. I'm like, dude, what are you trying to do, right? So I had to take him out. Now, I'm not out of the toll bowl just yet. This turd is going to make a recovery, that I can tell you. So right here, I got to take out a whole bunch of NPCs. Now, this police car, we can actually drive if you didn't know. Every other car in this garage here is actually locked. There's also more NPCs coming from behind, so make sure you're alert. I'm going to be honest here, there's a jar of farts locked in storage. I don't think I'm pretty good in first person mode in this game. My gun just keeps on moving over the place. The recoil is actually pretty crazy. Do you play this game in first person mode? I want to know. I just like my third or fifth time doing it. I don't really do it because I'm used to playing the GTA way, right? Right here, these guys are trying to throw more hands at me. I tell you the truth, I'm missing every shot in first person mode. It's not working out for me. I had to turn my double chin right here to make sure nobody's behind me because I got a little scared and prepared. Again, there's more guys coming out of woodwork. I don't understand how many gosh darn guys are in this mission right here, but it's time to get myself into that police car right there because I need to drive away. Time for me to go in third person mode to make this a lot easier on my cankles. Now, to tell you the truth, I don't think I can go in first person mode or can I drive in this game. Listen, I have a lot of problems, but scarfing down a full pizza is not one of them. I'm not proud of it either. So right here, actually, more NPCs start popping up, and I keep on crashing into the wall. Like I said before, I don't know how to drive in this game. Also, notice right here, I'm driving, I see a money truck, and I put 1 and 2 together. I'm like, that's a truck. Oh, it's just at a bank. Could there be money in that money truck? So I decided, you know what? Let me keep that in my mind right here. But first, I have a whole bunch of NPCs right here trying to not me. Actually, I think they're somewhat upset at each other. Look, they're crashing to each other. It's like bumper cars in here, right? So I got out of my car and I started running to my other car. We're playing musical cars now, right? Between my cankles and the gosh darn gold I'm carrying it and the smell of cat piss and taco seasoning. Listen, a whole bunch of things. Also, my car is farting right now. Look at that. So let's touch base about that money truck again. Let's go back to it. Let's see what's actually in there because I'm a little curious as a cat right now. I'm like, I want to figure out what's actually in this gosh darn money truck. And the guy left the truck. He was somewhat smart, right? I'm gonna throw my little turds right here into the money truck to see actually if money actually flies out of it, because you know this is GTA 5. You would put 1 and 2 together. Maybe a money truck is carrying money, right? This money truck is drier than a Subway sandwich. I don't know how Subway sandwiches now cost $17. That's a crime. But now it's time to get out of this gosh darn mess that we found ourselves in. Ask yourself, Dib, what are you doing right now? Where are you taking me? Actually, up the road, we're gonna go into the Hornet's Nest, aka where the fuzz is located, the police station. You ask yourself, Dib, you turn yourself in? Nah, never that. I'm actually gonna get myself a helicopter because it's gonna be sitting there for us, right? It's an easy way to get this mission done. Now, some people have been telling me, Deb, you know, the helicopter is never there for me. I'm not sure what's happening to your game. Maybe you're playing GTA Vice City or something, right? Because every time I've done this heist, like 1,000 times out of 1,000, it's always here. Now right here, my jelly rolls are showing because I am going in slow motion right here. Let's talk about it. It's time to get up here. Do not fall off the building. It happened to me a couple times because I wasn't paying attention. You gotta be somewhat focused when doing this, right? Now right here, look, there's a helicopter. I'm not lying about this stuff right here. Also, pro tip, hit the window with your gosh darn bada boom bada bang. It gets you in the helicopter a little bit fast. Now it's time to fly like a silent fart across the room and get to the destination. So eventually you reach the destination right there. Up the nostrils I went, and look at this tremendous contract pass. Now this mission gave me $270,000. The 2 setup missions, I got an extra $20,000, so a total of $290,000. On to the next money method right here. We're gonna stay in the auto shop. We're gonna stay in the house for this one. You ask yourself, Dev, what possibly can we do in here to make ourselves more money? Actually, I got 2 cars chilling over here. Any cars that come in this garage right here, you got 2 bays. You can actually buy these vehicles. Why would I buy any of these vehicles? I don't know why. So for the service of these vehicles right here, 1 car, I'm going to put everything they tell me to put on there. And the other one, I'm going to live on the edge of a fat man's fork. Now, if I put everything they want on the vehicle, it's nothing to worry about. But if I go a little crazy and put whatever I want on there and make it automatically what I want to make it, it's going to be a little riskier, right? So after servicing this vehicle, putting everything they told me to put on there, it's time to go ahead and drive this vehicle because I'll never let my staff deliver it because I have trust problems. Now, when I drive my vehicle away from my auto shop, I am top tier old lady driving slow. But also I'm watching out for the NPCs because sometimes, you know, they're actually the crazy drivers. They try driving into you. Why? I don't understand it. This is how this game just works sometimes. So right here, I delivered the vehicle. This guy here says, no, Deb, you did a good job. And he starts patting me on the back. I got myself $60,000 for that car sale right there. Not bad. But wait, let's go back to the auto shop and see the car that I actually put anything I wanted on there, right? This car looks pretty darn cool, right? Driving the car is the same exact thing, watching out for everything and everyone. So I eventually reached my destination in this nice little neighborhood right here. This guy is looking like, wow, you did a great job with this car. Maybe I get myself a bonus, right? So I did get myself a bonus. I sure did. Got myself an extra $5,000. Listen, I got myself over $120,000 in the last 2 missions. Pretty darn good. So after a hard day's work, I went to my next money method right here. I'm in this haggard bed. Why? Because I'm on my new little gosh darn hangar, my Mackenzie hangar, right? It gives you this little work we can do. Now, the missions they have for this sometimes are pretty darn easy. Sometimes they don't even pay out. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with this. But here, this is going to pay out pretty darn good. So right here, this is a new mission. It's new to me. My first time ever doing it. I need to go to the drop zone. I'm like, okay, where's this drop zone at? It's over here. I'm like, wow, okay, let's get over there. So I made up the mountain right here, and I said, okay, here's the drop zone, right? But watch out. There's a couple NPCs that are waiting for me. I'm like, okay, I gotta take out these guys, right? Also, if you don't know the time of making this video here, this is double money and RP on this, so this mission is gonna pay out pretty darn good right now. So I'm gonna take out the last 2 remaining NPCs that were probably gonna try intercepting my package, right? But I said, not today. You're not stealing my Amazon package. It's gonna fly in here through a drone. So now it's time to get my Ric Flair and just say a good old woo, and here comes the plane, right? So the Amazon drop company that rug pulled me right there, dropped the package. I'm like, wow, this is good, right? Now it's time to go over here and deliver the packages because We're now the Amazon driver. Side note, the NPCs in this mission are a little aggressive. Listen, let's calm down on the testosterone here. So I got 3 packages delivered. I'm actually delivering them in record time. Seriously, record time here. I'm making Jeff Bezos so happy right now. He's actually growing hair on his head. We're not going to talk about that, right? So right here, it's a last and final destination, deliver the package. I'm actually somewhat curious how much money we get for this mission. It says it's double money and RP. The time in making this. So at the time of making this video right here, I got myself some good old money for this mission right here. I got myself $80,000. Pretty darn good if you ask me. Now the money's gonna keep on stacking up because we have a lot more money methods left in this video. So my next money method, it came over here to my bail office where Joe Dirt was actually up for bids. I'm like, okay, you gotta get Joe Dirt, right? Now if I was Joe Dirt, I asked myself, where would I hang out? Of course I would hang out at Hangar Motel. If you don't know who Joe Dirt is, pause this video, look it up on Google and come back. Speaking of Google, I'm actually going there later on this week. I got an invitation. That's pretty cool, right? Enough about me and my milestones. Time to figure out what Joe Dirt is, right? Because listen, Joe Dirt, we gotta go to jail. It's one of those things. So if you ever have this mission right here, you know, Joe Dirt's gonna be chilling in this room right here. This spooky little room right here. I'm like, okay, Joe Dirt, where you at? Listen, I got you on my phone. I know he's supposed to be here somewhere. Then I know where John Dirt popped up. I'm like, what's going on with these dirts here? Then I woke up in my natural habitat, a haggard place, aka a gosh darn basement. I'm like, all right, I'm a little, you know, crazy right now. I'm feeling a little sluggish, but I found myself a cool pool stick. I'm like, all right, time to play pool. So I had to get my pool stick. I said, you know what? I need to use this as a device to get myself out of this mess that I found myself in. So there's a gosh darn little cage right there. It's electricity on it. So I hit this little thing right here. No more electricity. I'm surprised I didn't get shot. So I got upstairs into the haggard living room and I found my phone. Tremendous. Now I started playing baseball with this guy here. I got a home run. Look at that. Now I got to defeat the dirts right here. There's a whole bunch of them right here. They're just all throwing hands and whatnot. I found myself a shotgun. I then made it upstairs. I found myself the keys to get me out of this horror show. This place is so scary. I got to get out of here. Also, I need some clothes. So I eventually found Joe Dirt hiding over here in his natural habitat next to some dirt. They have a couple of love taps, you know, make those brain cells work into action. Kicked them a couple of times. And eventually he said, "No what, Dib? I give up, and it's time to bring this man to the gosh darn cell, right?" So Joe Dirt got me a whopping $125,000 after he's been processed. Pretty darn good, but wait, we still got a lot more money methods coming up. On to the next one. So I thought I came over here to my biker clubhouse. Yes, yourself, Dib, what could you possibly do in here to make yourself some money? Well, this cool bike right here. Actually, you can buy this bike as well if you didn't know. If you don't want to buy it, don't worry about it. Go ahead, put it right here, and you actually can mod this vehicle up right here and sell it, kind of just like the auto shop. Do I recommend doing that? Yeah. Now, just like the auto shop sells where you do your vehicles, whatever you do, you better not crash this gosh darn motorcycle into anything. Pro tip, if you have somewhere far away and you don't want to drive that far, just, you know, go to a new session and redo this mission again, and you can actually get yourself a closer destination. That's a pro tip right for you. So I reached the destination. Deb, how much money am I getting for this gosh darn motorcycle right there? This guy looks somewhat like ecstatic. Maybe a new haircut for him too, right? A bike delivered right there. It got me $60,000. Just wait, we still got more money methods right here coming up. Whenever you want to make money fast in GTA 5 line, look somewhere on your map and you're gonna find yourself a time trial. This is a time trial I had for this week in GTA 5 line. It's so darn easy since I have an upgraded HSW motorcycle. It's just so fast. It's the fastest bike in this game. Now I got 2 minutes and 16 seconds depending on what kind of motorcycle you have or car. This might be hard or easy for you. Now me, it's on extra easy mode because this bike is literally getting close to the speed of light when you think about it, right? When you're thinking about making money fast in GTA 5 line, usually this comes up first in my mind, a time trial. These are new every week in GTA 5 line, so you get 4 of them a month. That's $400,000 into your pocket. Now these time trials could be a little bit high blood pressure. Listen, I've been there. I've done that. Mount Chiliad, never touching that gosh darn time trial because high blood pressure to the gosh darn moon. Now there's perks when having yourself the fastest gosh darn motorcycle in this game. You can actually fall off your bike and get back on and complete the time trial. It's gonna happen right here to me. I tell you, soon you're gonna see me fly off my bike and still complete it. And tell you the truth, sometimes yours truly has a minute plus left in the clock when completing a time trial. That's how fast this bike is. If you don't have this bike, listen, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You need to go get it, right? It's actually the bike I had in my auto shop. Rewind that. That's just a bike right here I have right here. It's a bada boom, bada bing. Look at this. My bike can't go upstairs though. Whatever you do not try going upstairs with a bike like yours truly just did right there, because listen, you're gonna fly off your bike right there. But look at this, I still have enough time to spare, like 30 seconds on the clock, $100,000 in my pocket. Ref, this is tremendous. I made it back to my clubhouse, and actually look at this, there's another bike there. I can make more money. But if you come over here to this wall, there's 2 missions here I recommend doing, but the one I'm about to show you I highly recommend doing, because this one here, especially when it's double money and RP, can make you some good old money. So this mission right here called Life and Night Bikes, right? But also coming in second, Jailbreak. We're gonna do this mission here because it's so darn easy. It's time to go to the Vinewood Hollywood Hills where this house is. Now it's time to break into this house. Listen, nobody's gonna see me. I'm basically a ghost. You can night the NPCs out here if you want to, but tell you the truth, just walk through the back door like this. Look at this, nobody's seeing me. Also, I'm gonna do this in first person mode to make it a little more challenging for yours truly, right? So no jokes, like nobody knows I'm here. I'm standing right here like, oh, we don't see Dib, right? But once I get inside, start throwing hands with all the NPCs. I'm like 65% sure you can't do this silent and sneaky. Like they're gonna figure out you're there eventually. But once I go upstairs, there'll be a couple NPCs waiting for you. And just notice you walk a little slow in this house too. Maybe we can't run. There's rules of this house right here. Running is not one of them. There's a guy here. He's not expecting this. Also, this guy in the toilet bowl. Listen, I'm sorry, dude. I had to do it. Ugh, and it smells like eggs. But hey, we got these little gosh darn switches. There's 3 of them. This one here is gonna shock me into another dimension. This looks very strange in first person mode. Imagine this was in VR. This would make me very sick. I literally pressed every switch in this gosh darn room right here, and eventually I got the one that says, "No, Dib, here's the elevator. The secret door has been revealed. Go downstairs to the garage." But no, it gets very challenging down there. I'll be asking yourself, Dib, how challenging does it really get down there? I'm about to show you. Once I get downstairs, make sure you don't have a rocket launcher equipped, because if you do, your bike's gonna get destroyed. But this guy here with the gosh darn little metal mask, listen, it takes a couple shots to get him down. This guy's been eating his Wheaties. Speaking of Subway, Wheaties taste also like cardboard. But eventually I got this man down. Time to take out his friends. Now it's time to get myself on the bike. Now, we gotta drive this bike to the destination. This guy's down for the count. Here's this haggard looking bike. My luck, they sent me to the farthest location, so I reached there. I'm like, okay, listen guys, we gotta do a couple things here. How to night all these NPCs over here. And once I night all NPCs, this guy's gonna call you and say, Dib, listen, you want to keep that bike? Listen, if you say no, you're not gonna make a lot of money. You gotta say yes. So I said yes. I said I'm gonna bring this bike back to my gosh darn clubhouse. Now, pro tip right here, you're gonna need this little thing right here, like this little like paint and spray thing in your clubhouse in order to bring this bike back. So I eventually brought this bike back to my gosh darn clubhouse. Now you listen, you gotta pause the video right there. How much money did I get for that mission? Rockstar, it's so fast. It's like the speed of light. But don't worry, we got more money methods coming up, and this next one right here, it can make you a lot of money. So this part of the video right here, where we can make ourselves over $2 million in a week in GTA 5 Online. So right here is gonna say, Dib, listen, you got a couple animals you need to do a gosh darn National Geographic on and start taking photos of. I'm like, alright. So I found myself a coyote. That's the first animal on my list. A coyote's actually, I got chased by one day. It's a crazy story. So I took a photo of that guy. Bada boom, bada bing. He was hiding in the flowers. He was a little shy. On to the next animal. I got a rabbit and a gosh darn bird they don't know the name of because I have dyslexia. So in order to find this bird, it's actually pretty darn easy. I just had to look up, and a bird that looks something like this one I'm about to show you. It comes like a duck and a seagull and a gosh darn raccoon all mixed together. This thing, yeah, that's the bird I need. So bada boom, bada bing. 2 gosh darn animals down, 1 more to go. That happens to be a rabbit, right? Rabbits are actually pretty hard to take pictures of in the game because they're so fast. So I eventually found myself a rabbit. I'm like, oh, there he is. Time to get my last and final animal of the day. Now you do this every day in GTA 5 Line, 7 days in a row. That's $700,000 in your maze bank account when you think about it. That's pretty darn good. But this next method right here can get you $700,000 in 7 days as well. So every day in GTA 5 Line, there'd be 5 random gosh darn billboards you're gonna see. You gotta do a little spray paint on them. You gotta do a little, graffiti on them, make it come a little bit artistic, right? Now this right here can give you $100,000 every day in GTA 5 Line. It's a daily thing. That's why we love it so much, right? Do you actually do these daily objective things to get yourself the money? Listen, 7 of them, 7 days in a row, $700,000 between this and the gosh darn animal photos. That's like $1.4 million you're leaving on the table. If you don't do this in a week's time, and trust me, it's a couple minutes you gotta take, and bada boom, bada bang. Pretty darn easy stuff. But wait, we got more money methods coming up. So I came over here to my bunker, and if you don't know this truck right here, this is double money and RP. This truck can net you $100,000 pretty darn easy. Every 48 minutes in GTA Line, this truck here will spawn in your bunker. And it's such an easy mission. We just gotta drive this to one of the animations around the map. We got 15 minutes. Trust me. Only thing you got to worry about when doing these missions right here are the NPCs, and usually they don't spawn for me anymore. I don't think they like me, but that's okay. But I eventually reached the destination in time, delivering the gosh darn ammunition stuff, and bada boom, bada bang, $50,000 just like that. Every 48 minutes you make that money. Pretty darn good. But wait, we got even more money methods. So this is another daily thing you could do if you have yourself the bail office. You can have yourself something. Martin's gonna say, Dib, listen, you got to come over here. He's gonna say, listen, we got a problem. You need to solve it. He's gonna tell you what kind of weapon to use. He said, Dib, this is a weapon. So I'm like, okay, first off, we got to find them. I usually use my oppressor to lock onto the guy. They're like, oh, he's actually right below me. He probably saw me. It's like, that's Dib. Trust me, use the weapon he tells you to use. Right here, I'm using the gosh darn the Charizard gun. It's doing a lot of damage. Then once I've done that, I gotta take a photo because Martin has trust issues between me. And once I took the photo, it's time to get out of here because the fuzz is gonna be on us. Listen, we gotta get out of here pretty darn fast. Now, this is really good to do, especially when it's a daily thing with its double money and RP on it. So it'll net you $60,000, but since it's not double money and RP, it's gonna net me $30,000, which isn't bad because it took me like a couple seconds to complete that. that. Another daily thing you can do in GTA 5 Online, especially if you're a rank 1 player, there's going to be bike town trials around the map every day. And trust me, these things here are so darn easy. You get 7 of them in a gosh darn week. That means you can make yourself up to $350,000 plus in a 7-day span. Yeah, it's a money grind, but hey, it's actually well worth it because this is easy money. $52,000 right there. But also, it came over here to my IRC bandit right there, mate. And it's an easy one as well. I think they're worth it, these missions, because it's an easy $350,000 a week as well. You do both of these together. What is that, $700,000 you make? Or listen, it's over $2.something million so far with the daily objective things in this game so far. We're loving what we're seeing. So I came over to my special cargo warehouse, and I had myself an egg right here. Somebody laid an egg in my place. This is somewhat odd. So right here, it's actually a specialty item, $125,000. You just love to see it. And my sub mission was so darn easy in an invite-only session. I had to go to the gosh darn Titanic and just deliver the egg. I'll be honest with you, as a man sniffing this far out there, a good old thing of Taco Bell. The seas were rough for me. A couple pirates popped out of nowhere. They wanted my gosh darn egg. Nobody gets this egg but the Easter Bunny. So I eventually reached the spot where this guy wanted the egg, so I gave the Easter Bunny the egg because apparently bunnies lay eggs. I said, you know what, this is tremendous. I made myself a lot of money. $290,000 I'm up to. But if you want to see how I made myself over $11 million in GTA 5 Online, I recommend checking out this video right here. Trust me, it's pretty darn sweet. I'll catch you on it.